The chainsaw serve, created by professional pickleball player and innovator Zane Navratil, changed the game in 2021. Numerous observers believed it is damaging to the sport or inconsistent with the spirit of the no-touch rules implemented at the beginning of the COVID-19 era. But regardless of everything, this is one of the most lethal and dangerous serves in pickleball history. Recently, the chainsaw serve has gotten a lot of attention since pro player Zane Navratil started using it successfully. Many players have asked, and rightly so, if they should add the chainsaw serve to their game. You may already know that the chainsaw serve will not be allowed in 2022, but there's another option that would be just as bad. Morgan Evans' one-handed finger spun serve is still legal for pickleball serves in 2022, according to the rules. Now, before we go any further, we want to make it clear that we don't mean to pick on Zane Navratil, Morgan Evans, Porter Barr, or any other player who has or is using a chainsaw or finger spun serve. There's also no intention to criticize the Volunteers, Rules Committee, or USA Pickleball, or IFP, who give their time to talk about and agree on the official rules of this game. Instead, the goal of this video is to show why the powers that be should ban the spin serve as soon as possible, whether it's chainsaw or finger spun. In today's video, we talk about spin serves, which are when the ball is spun hard before the paddle hits it. This is called a pre-serve spin. In the chainsaw serve, the player makes the ball spin by rolling it against the paddle, usually, including the grip, as the ball is being thrown. After that, the fast-spinning ball is hit to finish the serve. The ball kicks to the left, right, or sometimes up or down because of how it's turned. In 2022, you won't be able to use this serve, or at least the part of it where you could roll the ball against the paddle to make it spin. But you can still hit the same serve. You just can't roll the ball against the paddle. Morgan Evans, a pro tennis player, honed his serve. For this serve, the pre-serve ball spin is made by tossing the ball with the fingers of the hand, thinking of the fingers moving in a scissor motion to squeeze and spin the ball as it's thrown. We've included some videos below so you can see how it's done. This serve, which we've called the finger spun serve, has the same effect as the chainsaw serve as a whole. When the serve lands in the return box, they'll have the same sharp kick to the side or up or down. Even if you don't know how it was done, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference between a chainsaw serve and a finger spun serve just by looking at the result. As was already said, the chainsaw serve will no longer be allowed in pickleball after the rules were changed this year. We don't know what was said in the meetings that led to the Rules Committee banning the chainsaw serve, but there can only be one reason. The way that serve spins the ball isn't right for the game. If not, why would it matter if the player threw the ball with their other hand, their forehead, or the paddle face? There's no difference at all between Zane Navratil's chainsaw serve and Morgan Evans' finger spun serve. In the end, they are the same. Can't think of any reason why this chainsaw and finger spun serves should be different. If one's going to be banned, well, it seems logical the other one should also be banned. Here are 8 reasons why the finger spun serve should be banned from pickleball. 1. It creates a too big gap where a single shot can determine the outcome of a game. There's a lot of YouTube videos that show how the serve gives a player an unfair advantage when the ball has already been spun, either with the paddle or with the fingers. One game that has gotten a lot of attention, and rightly so, is the Tournament of Champions 4.5, 19-plus finals game, where 14-year-old Porter Barr used a chainsaw serve to win an 11-0-2 game. If you don't think this match is important because the server used the now-banned chainsaw serve, keep in mind that the same serve can be done with the finger-spun serve. In this video on the finger-spun serve, which is called the Deadliest one-handed serve in pickleball, Shea Underwood made this clear. 2. It provides a different sort of competitive advantage. The finger-spun serve is a single shot that one player, the server, has full control over and can decide the winner of a game on its own. Even if you're good at other shots, you still have to use them in conjunction with other shots and the right way to move around the court. They can also be stopped. The finger-spun serve doesn't require any of the skills, except maybe knowing how to move forward and attack short serves that come back. In pickleball, the serve has never been a kill shot, like the serve is in tennis. Because the finger-spun serve is an offensive kill shot, it'll start to make the serve more important than the rest of the game. This is what happened in tennis, and is a big reason why people don't play or get better at tennis. 3. It changes the nature of the game. One of the best things about pickleball is how easy it is to get into a rally. Just bop the ball into the big rectangle and you can start playing. Unfortunately, the finger-spun serve makes it more likely for players to go for it on the first shot, so you can't even start a rally. If the finger-spun serve stays in the game, the best strategy will be to hit the big offensive serves to try to get free points. The same plan should be used by both teams. Results? Well, a lot of serves and returns of serves were not made. This outcome changes the game in a very big way. 4. It reduces competitiveness, including between levels and ages. Pickleball has always been a game that can be played for fun. People of different ages and skill levels get together to play pickleball. But what happens when you add a player who can serve well with a finger-spun serve? If one or more players in a recreational game have this finger-spun serve, the game will not be competitive. The gap between players of different ages and skill levels will be bigger. If younger players use the finger-spun serve, they won't be able to play with older players because they won't be able to track or hit the serve. This will be like tennis, where someone with a strong serve can easily beat someone else, making it harder for people of different ages or skill levels to play on the same court. 5. It makes pickleball one-dimensional. One of the best things about pickleball is that it can be played by people with different backgrounds, even those who have never played the sport before. Each player can come up with their own strategy. Players will hit the ball more. People who don't play racket sports will play more of a drop shot and reflex volley game, etc. Pickleball will be a one-shot game with the finger-spun serve. Well, think about it like this. You're giving advice to someone who is 3.5 at pickleball without knowing anything particular about that player. What would you pay attention to? Well, most of the time, it would be a mix of working on your stroke mechanics and your game plan. If, on the other hand, the finger-spun serve stays in the game, this might not be the best way to play, so your instruction would change to focus on just one thing: getting a great finger-spun serve. Your student would get the most wins with the least amount of work if they use this method. Number 6, it needlessly increases the risk of injury. The finger-spun serve is meant to be unpredictable. When the ball lands, it jumps to the left or right in a jerky way. The best finger-spun serve looks like it's going one way, then jerks the other way or dives down, like a slider pitch in baseball. Watch the ball jump around in the videos linked below if you haven't already. Because the ball moves in unpredictable ways, the receiver's body is pulled quickly and often violently in different directions as the player tries to track and hit the ball. If you watch a few minutes of receivers trying to deal with these serves, you should be able to tell how violently they move. Number 7, it can engender frustration and lack of enjoyment. Player frustration may not be enough of a reason to make or change a rule on its own, but repeated player frustration that makes them lose interest in the game should be reason enough to look into it. The finger-spun serve could make games so frustrating for the people on the court that they don't want to play anymore. If this keeps happening, wouldn't it be reasonable to expect that players stop coming to the courts? Why would a player come back to play if they have no chance of being able to compete because they can't hit the serves that are being hit? Pickleball has been the fastest growing sport in the US for a long time. At least part of the reason for this is that people from all walks of life can quickly learn how to play pickleball and enjoy it. There isn't anything stopping them from enjoying the game right now. Number 8, it's effectively identical to the now banned chainsaw serve. Pro player Zane Navratil is the best at the chainsaw serve. Chainsaw serve is not allowed under USA Pickleball's new rules, but the finger-spun serve didn't change, even though it's the same in all effects. There's no clear reason why one should be banned but the other should not. Either both serves should be allowed or neither should be. Both should be banned for the reasons given above, but in any case, they should be treated the same. So what are your thoughts about the deadliest pickleball serves? Tell us in the comments. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you soon with the next video, and thank you so much for watching.